Hey guys, it's Wallbangers episode 8 with Maggot, our new co-host, and Skelly got deported and died, so we don't really care about him. So I spammed his DMs with the word Jew, and he hasn't picked up. I think he's gonna
Mm.
ban me off of Twitter soon. So rip, rip in chat. So what's been going on, guys? I mean, how many times did we record and it never came out?
Only once. Only once. We only have one lost recording. Or well, okay, well technically there's only one since Skelly has joined. For you and me in the totality of the show, it's two.
Two, yeah, one
Yeah.
with there
Oh,
he
speak
is.
of the devil.
Yeah, I told you, dude. So me spamming Jew finally got you here. Let's go.
Stop fucking messaging me, you fucking white bitch. Jesus
Please.
Christ.
You got in
Probably
here
the
though.
only
You.
person.
See,
I
when you
started
say
spamming him with the word Jew, and he actually.
yeah, exactly, dude. You
I'm not
spam
gonna
the word
lie, it's because I was asleep and that actually woke me up. So
good. See, you woke up to the word Jew. Look at that, Skelly. Look at
yeah,
you.
just like
You're
how they
doing
were
so
woken
well.
up when they were thrown in the gas chambers.
Oh,
Anyways,
No, they
oh
were
my
put to sleep. They were put to sleep, not
Yeah.
woken up.
they woke up and then they were put to sleep.
What's
But
our
anyway,
what are our
Those are
topics
the
today,
showers. I think you mean to call them the showers, actually.
yeah, the chambers, whatever, they all died. 6 million, not a big deal. Probably never even happened. Anyways,
You know what? Good way to segue. Talk about Jews and burning. Content Cop and Ethan Klein. You want to start with that one?
What we do here is go back.
Yeah, sure. I haven't
What
even watched
about
the
it?
content cop.
Bro, it's fucking so trash, dude. It's actually so trash. I watched the idubbbz one obviously first, and it doesn't make any sense. It's just very incoherent nonsense, and I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that he made that as a response to Ethan's Hassan content nuke, because for some reason Hassan can't just like respond to Ethan on his own. That's what it felt like to me. If you watch Ethan's second reaction to it, not the first one, although the first one's fine too, but if you watch his second reaction to it, I mean, everything he's saying tracks. Like, he's just one after every single thing that idubbbz brings up, other than like super irrelevant shit, is like, it doesn't matter. He makes no points. He has no real arguments. He's just kind of
doesn't
yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, like Ethan brings it up in his new video today, but like he doesn't bring it like Ian's like crying about like Ethan like harassing other creators, quote unquote.
You can't expect other people to stop harassing you if you continue to harass people.
Never talks about how Bad Empanada like doxed him, made extremely schizophrenic videos about Ethan Klein, started the CPS narrative to get, and got CPS to go to his house.
Yeah, and then people like Denims perpetuated it.
Yeah, it's also, but no, it's Ethan harassing people like Bad Empanada. It's not the other way
and
around.
Denims.
My good friend Ian, in his hour-long takedown, did not mention one time Child Protective Services. Not one time. In the entire video, he never says CPS. No mention, no explanation, no overview, nothing. Zero mentions of CPS. A few weeks ago, Child Protective Services showed up to our house at 6 a.m. to interrogate us about an anonymous tip they got that our kids were crawling around and eating dog shit at catching diseases. Ian spends the majority of his video characterizing me like a raving lunatic who's lashing out at everyone around me with zero provocation.
And Frogan and blah 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 blah. Bro, okay, so you said you watched all of the content cop, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so you know that little that little segment where they're all like trying to say something nice about Ethan?
Yeah.
That black guy, that's how I'm going to refer to him. I
Cringe
don't
as
care.
fuck.
Yeah. I don't care. First of all, I don't even know why he's there. Ethan doesn't know why he's there either, apparently.
Ethan, I think it's respectable that you...
Bro, I don't know why you're here. Why are you talking to me? I don't know. Why is he here? Okay, I'll go ahead.
And
We all know the answer. DEI.
Yeah, Anyways, he's got a little
Community
clip.
service.
Yeah, he's got a little clip that's been going around from one of his streams where he was like, I was watching it and I was like, wait a second, Hassan didn't have a nice thing, and you mean it was optional? You mean I didn't have to say a nice thing? Like, bro.
Into a more empathetic worldview. I know it's not easy.
That was really sweet, right?
So he's acknowledging that you did make that move.
Yeah, really sweet, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you something. Let me show you a video from today.
Sounds nice.
Let me show you this video from
We're watching
today.
Hassan watch it, and like, I watched Hassan watch it, and Hassan doesn't have a nice thing about Ethan. And the chat asked what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait, you didn't do a nice thing about Ethan? And he was like, no. And I'm like, wait, that was an option? I could have just said no.
Bro, you are so pathetic. You have no agency. People just tell you to do something and you do it.
Hassan had to tell you that?
So
Of course you can say
basically
no.
sat there and lied because iDubbbz commanded you to do that. Like, you have no fucking agency. How dumb and pathetic. Again, these people are so stupid. They don't understand how dumb and pathetic they look with the shit they're saying.
What?
That's crazy.
Mr. Charitability over here.
What he's doing is really insulting Ian. That his video is not sincere.
Right.
It's mean spirited.
He felt like he needed to do this.
Yeah, like you're attacking him.
Mr.
And yourself too. Like, have some self-respect. If you don't mean it, don't say it.
Yeah. What a phony, dude.
Okay, you just ruined the entire illusion of you trying to be nice. If you would have chosen not to say something nice, why did you?
Yeah. This is a great point he makes here.
Maybe influenced to make it more positive and rewrite the ending, the epilogue to that hour-long content cop video. And he had to, and maybe influenced to make it more positive. And then he reached out to all those content providers for them to all say something nice in light of what I had done. And
he's right. I didn't think about it that way. He's like, Dr. Kirk ruined everything by not reversing the grade. So now I need to go find another ending, which is apparently a lot of my other friends are going to save the day by saying something nice about Ethan.
Like, that
Exactly. It kind of proves that all these people are bullshit about this nice segment. Because, like, Sean the Black, because, perpetual victim.
You shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, back in the fucking fields. And then, he acts like he was in the fields. I was forced to do this. I had no choice. I had no choice in the matter not to say something nice about Ethan. Like, okay, buddy.
I came across his Twitter a few days back or whatever, and I will say he did make a funny joke about Nicholas Diorio, but other than that, he seems pretty stupid.
What was the joke? Put it in editing.
I don't even remember. I'll have to look for it, but it's like, I don't know, some play on words about Nick being fat, it's common but funny.
Because you don't like Nick Diorio, just like Skelly, right? Skelly, you hate Nick Diorio.
No, not really. I could give less.
Skelly wants to fucking deep throat Nick Diorio all the way to the base of his cock.
I think Nick actually. I don't know. I don't hate Nick like to you fuckers, but I don't think he wants anything to do with me after that certain event last year.
Dude, did you rape him? Is that what happened?
No.
I did. I raped Matt Pitt, and now he doesn't like me. So instead of making segments on Doc on the Radio, where Doc on the Radio is being a pedophile, he clips the Flatly stream instead and makes that content. But his pedophile friend, no, I don't make
his
content
hatred
on small
for
creators.
Riveter though it's funny though.
Well, Nick can go and continue.
He does the same fucking thing to me, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Everyone does at this point. Who hasn't?
I have had no interactions with Nicholas Diorio, but I do find his laugh very
everyone's bullied
entertaining.
Maggot at this point.
Oh. I don't think I've bullied Maggot yet. Oh my god, sorry. I'm not going to.
No, I don't hate Nick. I like his content. I like when he wasn't
I'd
streaming.
never. Honestly, he was funnier when he was a lot fatter because of the fucking fat going to his brain.
He's still fat, but he be fatter. He might as well be fatter. That nigga ain't been on cam in at least a solid 8 months. We don't know what he looks like now. He could be looking like fucking, what's that guy's name? Jabba the Hutt? I don't know.
He probably is.
Damn.
He spends all his money on arcade games instead of fucking gym memberships.
Yeah, and the great part about that is those arcade games are all in mommy and daddy's basement because he doesn't have his own place to live.
Well, I don't blame him. I don't
That's
blame him.
pathetic. You know what? All of you people that do that whole, well, I mean, it's so cheap to live at home. That's pathetic. You're actually pathetic if you want to live at home with your mother. I don't care if it's cheap. You're pathetic if you want to do that. You should get your own fucking place.
It's true. That's true. But where he lives in New York, I don't blame him.
Me and my 30 biracial children have a home. I have my own home. I don't live with family or parents. Thanks.
Okay, Maggot, don't rub into every New Yorker's face already. Jesus, god damn. It'd be hard out here in the
Too late.
streets, okay?
Already did it. It's too late now.
It'd already be hard in the streets, okay?
I don't think. Sorry, I just saw this retard's on my fucking feed. I don't think Oracle lives on his own. He lives with his parents, doesn't he? I think he gets benefits or whatever that shit's called.
I mean, you could ask him, but I can't really understand.
Nah, he doesn't want anything to do with me, that's the feeling's
Why?
mutual.
But why? What did you do to him? What did you do to poor old Oracle?
Motherfucker he thinks what I did was degenerate, but that's gold coming from him.
I mean, Phineas and Ferb, LollyCon, Shotacon with minors in the Discord, yeah. But you're the degenerate here, buddy. You're the degenerate here.
I like how he went quiet too when fucking Maggot finally posted the evidence. And he just didn't even take a swing anymore at Maggot.
Yeah, he muted me is what he did.
Originally was the one who posted all the screenshots from his news channel thing. Because I found it very weird that he was talking about fresh young pussy, which wasn't about the Meowba shit. That was actually in reference to the boy in the band situation back then. So, but with a bunch of minors, like
It's already even said this.
I don't care about the Oracle. But back to the content cop. Jesus Christ, guys.
Well, it sounds like only you and me have watched it, so.
Skelly, did you not watch the content cop of iDub?
No, I did. It's like, it's
then
not
make your
genuine.
fucking opinion known!
Because you guys always
No, Skelly has to wait until everybody else has gotten their opinion out there, and then he can have an opinion when everybody's done streaming, just, like Chris the Narc and all the other no backbone fucking faggots.
I don't
Weird,
watch
you act just like him. Weird.
How do I act like him? In what way? Please explain.
Have a fucking opinion. Have your opinion right now, before everybody else already says theirs.
Exactly. I was going to say
exactly, Maggot. You're right.
I was going to say that it doesn't feel genuine at all because this doesn't make sense. So idubbbz is saying, okay, I care about Ethan. I love my friend. Because he's crying at.
But also, he should get punched in the face. He also should get punched in the face. By the way, he said that too.
I haven't watched it.
No, but that's my point though. In the beginning, he says, "I don't care about Ethan Klein. Fuck him. I was gonna stay quiet, but since he called me and my wife spineless." But then towards the end of the video, he tries to turn it into the stupid mental health bullshit that doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, so are you doing this because you had enough of Ethan, or are you doing this because you care about your friend? Because if you cared about your friend, you would have never made this video to begin with. And the fact that he's staying really quiet about the CPS, he excluded that throughout his whole entire thing. It's like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, but no, you're unironically, this is like worse than all the other previous content cops. I wouldn't even consider it on those ranks because
I wouldn't even compare it to those. The other ones were good.
He even said because when Ethan asked him to make a tweet and in the content cop you have to clip it or I'll find the clip for you. He's like, well, no one would care if I tweeted this other than me. So why the fuck do I why does anyone care what I tweet?
Can clip it. I've watched it at least twice now. So
it's like
the previous
ones. It's like, okay, buddy, now you just said it basically outright, but the CP shit not matter.
He says nobody. What he said verbatim was nobody that I respect would give a flying fuck if I tweeted out that Ethan and Neela have a clean house and blah blah blah. It's like nobody but him would care, essentially. So, what he's saying is, if he were to tweet that out, he would feel like he was being untruthful, I guess. I mean, why else would you be upset about it,
There isn't a single person that I respect who would give a fuck if I publicly said that Ethan and Neela are great with their kids, Ethan and Neela didn't kill their dog, and Ethan and Neela wipe their asses or don't have giardia or whatever the prompt is. No one would care. The only person who would care is me, because I'm like, why did I tweet this out? I'm not tweeting out because I'm not your fucking lapdog. That's why I'm not tweeting it out.
Exactly.
Every previous content cops always had a point. Leafy's two content cops Guy's boring, doesn't change up his content. Rice Scum, all he does is flex and makes the video less entertaining. Tana Mojo, she just lies. Like her story times are bullshit. Like they've always had a point. This didn't have a point. There wasn't a clear direction. It just seems like he just had enough of Ethan calling him a spineless coward and just took a swing and miss. And just try to get back at him in the most petty way by collabing with his... Wait, what?
I mean, the point was Ethan Klein bad, Hassan right. That was the point.
Pretty much without saying it directly, just kept dancing around it.
Yeah.
I think this is typical breadtube behavior. They all kind of just do it to each other. They all like friends. And then I'm sure secretly behind the scenes, they're all just trying to collect dirt on each other for the inevitable, oh, I don't like one thing you said, so...
And they should just join commentary. They should just become part of commentary then. We already have that dynamic over here. Why are they trying to steal it? No, I'm kidding. You can have it. I don't really care.
No, we don't want
you and your anti-commentary takes.
Yeah, well, at least I'm actually anti. Never mind. Never mind.
She's missing, Burn. She's missing the doxing part, and there you go.
What?
Yeah, anti-commentary.
Not every person who's anti-commentary doxes, okay, buddy? Look, if you want, send me your fucking, name and I'll dox it, okay?
What the fuck? No.
Dox it to Ice, though. Dox it to Ice, because Ice isn't gonna care. Ice isn't gonna care if Skelly's legal or not. They're not gonna check his papers.
Oh my
God,
you and that stupid joke. Oh, Skelly's legal. It's not even funny.
Nix is bad, but yours okay. Okay, nigga, you talk about cheese nips.
Literally, it's the only joke you got.
Funny.
Skelly's legal. No one's gonna care if we dox it. Shut up. Same fucking joke.
Yeah, and your only joke is...
you turn into a little bitch when I time you out for fucking an hour for calling me.
No, I just don't do anything in your server. I don't fucking go to your DMs and bitch about it.
No, because when I said I was getting tired of you calling me fat, you literally, I timed you out, and then you went into racist server to call me like fat again. So
obviously,
he's a one-trick pony. All he's got is calling people fat. He's a one-trick pony. Don't let him tell you. Don't let him sit here and tell you that you only have one joke, okay? Because he literally only has one fucking joke.
Dude,
no,
I know
she was the first one to say that, and now she does the same thing. That's how it is.
Fake.
All right.
You're wrong.
No. Okay, I don't want to hear from you, Mr. You're a pedophile.
Never said that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you did.
Buddy.
Have the evidence.
You clipped me out of context, dude. Oh my god.
I did not even do that.
You're
that was
such
race.
a bitch,
I'm sorry.
bro. You're such a bitch.
The clip does not lie. The clip does not lie.
Oh my god, you're such a bitch.
Jeez,
well,
dude.
Well, you know who else is a bitch? You know who else? Our next topic, Brantley for blocking what? Almost everyone in here for the fucking Keemstar. That's a good
No, I didn't get blocked because I just didn't name my opinion personally on Twitter, but that I haven't gotten.
Damn, you should add her. You should add her right now and tell her she's a fake Christian whore and join the club.
Dude, honestly, that would actually be funny. Hold on.
Okay, but Nix, make your opinion known. Make your opinion known on this.
My opinion known.
I'll at the LolCow Live YouTube channel, so Brantley will see it.
All right, Brantley. My opinion is, even though that might have been in your bounds of your relationship, the person that it wasn't in someone you were okay with. So then it shouldn't. I don't know how that's still considering the bounds of your relationship, but I mean, you do you.
What do you mean?
He doesn't fucking care about her. Because if she said, because he even said in the calls, hey, man, she's got so mad at me for, talking to you, and I'm still here. She doesn't like it, and stuff like that. So he obviously doesn't fucking care about her feelings, because if he did, he would have been, he would have knocked it off. Because if they like threesomes, okay, whatever.
Well, to be fair, that's not, they both him and Brantley right now are on the same page, that they had this long conversation and everything got all worked out and it's all fine or whatever. The problem with that is that Brantley was there at the beginning of this call with Lynx and Keemstar. Then she left and went to go to sleep or whatever. And then the conversation became sexual. But part of an open relationship or whatever, there has to be a lot of communication going on there. There's no communication if you wait till your girlfriend goes to bed and then start talking nasty to some other chick. And this is the biggest thing for me. At the point in time when he started this conversation with her, he was fully under the impression that this girl doxed Brantley and doxed Brantley's family. What?
Yeah, and he was okay with that.
Why would you be talking sexually? Like, I don't know how down bad you have to be. Like, Brantley's pussy must be fucking loose and mid. Like, what the fuck is happening, dude? Like, Jesus.
I also want to ask, does he call it Keem Cox? You're like in bed. Is that like actually something he does? Because that was very cringe.
You know,
want this Keem Cock, bro. Someone turn him into like a rooster as a shirt instead of like the glazed donuts and shit.
Don't give them the idea. Don't give them the idea, because then they'll take it and try to turn it into a joke. That's what they've done. That's what they've done with this whole situation. Is they just went on and they tried to turn it into a big joke. My prediction was correct. By the way, Nick was streaming the other day. Did he talk about Keemstar one time, like at all? Does anybody know?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Never
Doubt
seen
it.
Keemstar.
She's
But
so
talked
fucking
about-
mid too. I looked through her shit. I don't know why Keem's. Compare Brantley to
Of
Bullshit
course
Links,
you
it's
did.
not
Of
even-
course you did.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'm gonna be honest. My real take is that I think her and Brantley actually do look a lot alike, which makes the whole like him wanting her to put on a like blonde wig thing really weird, because it's like
That was strange.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they do actually look similar. So Keemstar clearly has a type.
Also, how delusional is Keemstar to
Autistic
think that just
retards.
because everyone's putting on blonde wigs and shit like that, that means all these women want him? No, I'm pretty sure most of them are fucking
No,
with
the
you, Keem.
Lolcow Cafe, a bunch of retards. Lolcow Nerd, a bunch of retards. They just did it for the quote-unquote meme. And eating glazed donuts for the meme.
He's trying to spin it as everyone wants him now. It's just so cringe.
Yeah, well.
Come on, Keem, show us
well.
your chin.
Who wants to defend Salvo? You or me?
His chin?
Maggot? Wait, we had Skelly in the call. What do you think about all this shit, Skelly? Before we go into the Salvo
It
part.
throws so that whole Salvo stream that he did like a couple of years ago basically gets thrown out the fucking window. Then it invalidates everything that he said about Salvo, because he's literally cheating on his soon-to-be wife Brantley with another woman, and that's basically what Salvo did, and he condemned him for that along with other shit. So that whole shit gets thrown out the window, and also Edwin. It also vindicates Edwin in a way as well. Except
Yep,
they all
both
three
of these
touch
people.
tips.
Yeah, both of these guys don't have careers anymore, by the way, because of Keemstar and also Brantley, because she took part in that too. So
I just think it's kind of crazy that nobody. I guess I gotta he surrounds himself with gooners. He just had to fucking jump ship as soon as they were outed as gooners, but.
Well, yeah, the optics is more important than the relationship.
yeah, well, I mean, if they're swingers and stuff, then it makes sense why Salvo would be trying to tell them that he's in an open relationship with his wife or whatever. That makes a lot of sense. But it's just and I'm not gonna say. Look, I was fully on board the hate train for Salvo and Edwin, 100%. And I don't. There's no take backsies. I stand behind everything. Okay.
No,
But I can't sit here in good conscience and say that I'm gonna turn a blind eye to Keemstar when we literally rode these two. We ruined those two guys' careers because they got drunk and were degenerates and made a girl feel uncomfortable. That's what happened.
I'd say arguably Edwin's career was more ruined than Salvo, because Salvo
didn't really have one.
Yeah, he had more of a whole community. There was other factors that went into him, but with Edwin, he's been around a little bit longer. So with him, his career was a bit more ruined than fucking Salvo's.
Destroyed. His career was absolutely destroyed.
Helped by Nick Diorio, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I just don't understand. And look, I've even seen people. I'm not going to say names because some of these people I like, but I've even seen people trying to diffuse that argument as well by saying, well, Salvo had piss kinks. I don't care, dude. Okay, that doesn't really matter to me. They're both fucking degenerates. Whether and look, I'm sure if we dug long enough, Keemstar probably has a piss fetish in there somewhere too. It doesn't mean shit to me. It's all the same. The cognitive dissonance that exists within this community makes me want to kill myself. That's it. It makes me want to die.
Ellie, why did you just text me Papa Gut's a pedophile?
I just saw a tweet of his.
Real intro.
So then
you,
you tweet. So he saw a tweet about it. So you messaged me about it. And
Yeah,
you were like,
I saw what you.
What?
Yeah, because I just
Wait a
looked at what you
minute.
sent
Dude,
me.
what?
Too.
A live
He literally-
on air gooner for fucking Knicks now? Jesus.
What the fuck? No, I looked at it when
he's a gooner for Papa God, apparently, because that's who he was talking about.
I literally just called him a pedophile. In what way is that me gooning to him?
Please tell me
making
why the fuck you thought that I would care.
Well, why the fuck did you text me Jew all the time? All right, why do you think I care?
Okay, so you're not gonna say anything to Burn for fucking messaging you Jew, probably for a lot longer than I did.
I sent him I did send him something. I sent him a stupid Oracle tweet. Which Burn, do you want to read it off? Okay, you're a pedophile. He says, "Who cares about the return of idubbbz? The only one we should make a long way to return should be Salvo pancakes or Filthy Frank." That's crazy.
Oh, I saw that.
Fucking crazy.
I saw that tweet and I had to stop myself from quote tweeting it because I was like, no.
You should have because Salvo threatened fucking Oracle. Okay, so Oracle wanted to do his own fireball, and then he didn't do it because Salvo threatened to sue him, which he literally couldn't. This fucking fat retard fell for it.
Oracle wouldn't be able to do a fireball because half the people can't fucking understand him with the fucking giant cock down his nose. So.
God, you guys are awful to the Oracle.
That's what he fucking sounds like. No, I want to know. Oracle, I just want to know, why am I getting constantly re-added back to this horror podcast thing? I'm pretty sure I've left, like, how many times? I've left a few times. He keeps adding me to, like, this podcast.
He loves you. He loves you.
Dude, that horror podcast with the other Spooky and
I didn't even know Spooky was in it. Like, I looked and she tagged me and, like, she added me to this group. But there was an old group, the old horror podcast group that he had. I left it, like, 3 times, and he kept adding me back to the group. I didn't.
Yeah, I told Spooky
I agreed one time.
I told Spooky when I heard that, the Horny Hour podcast was, like, ending, and then there was the Horror Hour podcast with Spooky, Zana the crazy bitch, and then, like,
hey. That
She's
is my
crazy.
child there. You be nice.
She's
So
crazy.
the thing is like
but
Oracle.
They added Oracle, and I told Spooky, kick him out. That guy's like an actual pedophile.
The thing is like 2 years ago, Oracle or something like that. Maybe it wasn't the Horror Hour, but there was a podcast that he was trying to do with that person that you just mentioned that I don't really know, and I think Tyrone the birth controller. I was in, so I'm guessing. I'm guessing Oracle kind of just like, migrated over there. But I also was never this was never brought up to me before I was added. I don't know. But with Oracle, it's like 2 or 3 years, and he still hadn't dropped that podcast he was trying to do. So I'm just surprised that he's still trying. I guess
They never made it through the first recording. They couldn't understand a single word he was saying.
The first recording never fucking happened, but probably because I heard it. I joined it. I was like, yeah, sure. Before I even knew who anybody was, because I was just like, sure, I'll do something. And then I watched one of his videos, and I was like, I can't fucking understand this dude at all. Is he speaking another language? And then I found out he's just some sort of British.
Demented supposed to be a part of it? I remember he tried to.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, because again, nothing ever happened on it, and I left that group 3 times.
No, why so demented? Why so demented should come back? Because at the very least, he's not a pedophile. So
he's not coming back.
I think he should come back.
Yeah, he's a furry.
He's not. He's a furry now. That's not happening.
He's not. Okay, Burn, you added that on there. That didn't start with pedophile, okay?
He's a furry. The furry part is true. We're not.
Yeah, so he is a furry.
Oh my
Hold
God,
on.
and all furries like children. So put the two together.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Dude. Whatever. Anyways, back on this other shit. So there actually was something. This is completely unrelated to the actual Keemstar drama.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching one of Lynx's streams earlier, and Repsion was in her chat, flirting her up.
Bro,
I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
He's not married. He's single.
I know he's single, but it's just she just got done exposing fucking Keemstar, bruh.
Yeah,
come on now.
Leak shit. Yeah,
Skelly, I know you don't think with the right head, but come on now, buddy. Come on.
No, she's not worth it.
Neither of them have brains, so why does it matter? Either
That
or.
Skelly Repsion.
When I look at her, I become flaccid and depressed. It's
So
like,
the
get
other
I'm
thing
sure you
too
do.
is that she look, for consistency purposes and morality purposes, she apparently doesn't think that Mike, the kid behind the camera, is a pedophile, which I strongly disagree with. I have open DMs with her. Maybe I will discuss it with her at some point. But as long as she continues to have that stance, I'm gonna keep my distance. Like, I mean, she doesn't give me money or anything, but just like, come on.
Well, she supports pedophilia and end the game.
No, nope. That does not invalidate Keemstar's trash behavior by any fucking means. Okay,
I know that
because Keemstar also
Michael's a
supports
pedo.
that same fucking pedophile, right?
Well,
And so
Xylee, enough said
the
about
rest
Xylee.
of the rest of the Lol Cow universe supports it too. So like that matters nothing to them.
Well, Link's better wisen up soon.
I think what she said verbatim was she was like, I don't know that I would call him a pedophile. I think that's what she said.
Why? What is that?
I don't know. Because they're like married now or something. Probably whatever same excuse fucking Keemstar has. I don't know.
The same excuse Xylee has. Interesting. Xylee loves pedophilia. New name for her.
Hold on, Maggot. Earlier you said you are like not surprised, like you knew that how they were gonna react. Why did you think they were gonna react any different? Of course, they're like not gonna hold Keem accountable. It's their fucking boss.
No,
like,
I
everyone
know.
in local life is gonna call them out.
I know they're not gonna react, but it's still annoying that they don't react because the hypocrisy is insane, especially like again from somebody like Xylee. Xylee was fully on board this fucking Edwin Salvo train. It's like, come on now. And she's opening up an episode being like, Keem, what's the first rule of this? Blah, blah. Like, fuck you, bitch. You helped destroy two dudes' careers, mainly Edwin's. And that's all you have to say to Keem when he engages in the exact same fucking behavior? Really? Kill yourself, actually. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I like
it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I want to speak about a cuck real quick. It's interesting when you're going after Brantley because Brantley's like just making excuses. A certain Spawn Dial decided to enter the chat and say the same thing he always says because he's not creative at all.
Dude.
Oh my god, dude.
You sexted a pedophile as a response to you calling Brantley a cuck.
It's just really funny because I think back to there was a stream that I did. I didn't do it. It was a Xylee stream that I called into, where they were going over the what's his name? They were going over Turkey Tom's music video about Tipster, and I joined in. Matt Pitt was there too, but it was basically just me and Xylee talking, and Spawn Dial had clipped something from that because I had said something about Tipster that is like kind of adjacent to his private life or whatever. And he clipped it and he posted on Twitter and he's like, you can just say anything and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, you're doing the same thing. Like, you're doing that right now. Because you keep bringing this up, but that really doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. I did not know at the time that dude was a pedophile, and your only proof is a stream that happened before I was even active in the fucking community. Like, show me a screenshot of me in that chat. Show me a screenshot of me in that fucking chat, and then we can go from there. But other than that, I never saw that fucking stream, and it's legitimately, I don't know what else to call it other than slander. Like, it is literally slander.
Yeah, you asked him for proof, right?
Yeah, I asked him for proof, and then he sent me that stream clip or whatever. But yeah, I did originally ask him what time, like when did it even happen?
Again, pull up a screenshot of me in that chat, and then we can go from there. And also, this thing that you just posted, Skelly, like, again, the implication is that I knowingly sexted a pedophile, which is just false. You're peddling false information. You're lying. So if that hurts my credibility, I hope at some point karma comes back around for yours because you're just flat out lying. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I totally forgot to follow up with him after all that shit.
God. Okay, so this thing that he's talking about was a joke. It was
okay.
It was me joking towards Ghosty. It wasn't a real thing. And his answer to me was no, by the way.
The clip
you knew. Dude,
the clip.
therefore
I
you
knew he must. Obviously, he's a pedophile because he's. I asked jokingly if he was a pedophile, and he said no. Did he post it?
Like, well, he
Yes, it's
posted.
in the side
I'll
chat.
send you. Okay, I was gonna say.
Is it the whole like call thing?
It's just a clip. It's just a clip he sent me, and then I was like, "Oh, I should ask for the other side." And then I was about to ask you, like, because it is just a clip, so I don't know like the context. I was gonna ask you, like, is this even like the full? Is there even like this is when you like said just joking? Because that'd be kind of shitty if you cut it out.
Can you pull this up and screen share, please, so I can at least know what I'm responding to? Yeah, because I think this was like the
responded
same
by blocking me.
If I remember correctly, I think this was like the same Twitter space that was actually like about Tipster.
Yeah, I think it was the one where Tipster called in and called.
Yes, because I got him. I got him to go in there because he was saying some fucked up shit about DJ Screwdriver or whatever.
Ready?
Or he responded by blocking me, because that's what he did. He saw my thread and blocked me in response, and didn't like tweet about it until a day later.
Yeah, like, that's what he always does. What's up? Ghosty, are you actually a pedophile?
Okay,
no. I mean, I already answered all the questions AB had for me in the call, and they're just kind of going in circles about it.
Yeah. Yeah, her main proof during the whole thing was that, like, he redacted, like, messages that had his, like, own docs in it.
Or he
says no, and nobody there contests it. He says no, and not a single person there fucking contests it. And I laughed when I asked the question.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude? We're acting like this is serious right here? Like...
Yeah, so he had sent me the, when I said that, I said I wasn't around with the ghosty shit. Did she ask that before all this sex stuff? Like, I was trying to figure out when, like, because he had sent me that clip, and he said the ghosty allegations were out there. She asked him about the space, she texted it, and then she texted him.
I posted
and
that
also,
myself.
Yeah, so, like, that's what, that is, like, I meant to, like, ask him if there was even any more context to that, and I never did. So that's kind of fucked to, like, just go with that if you cut out the part where I'm just joking.
Well, it's very clearly a joke, and I'm pretty sure that I took that clip, posted it on my own Twitter account with the title that it was a fucking joke. So, I wish my main account was still up, because I could literally verify this shit. But when I posted it, because I recorded that clip myself and posted it. So, again, I laughed when I asked the question. Like, this is the equivalent...
The original Twitter space should still be up. I mean, you just gotta find it for sure.
Was it
DJ Screwdriver's Twitter space.
Yeah, which you're welcome, by the way, because I was the one that got Tipster in there to fucking talk to you to begin with, but whatever.
Tipster, oh my god.
No, but that was I don't know. I think Spawn.
Now, Maggot, I did see.
No, this is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of fucking like Burn, that whole thing that was going on last night, right? Where Redhood keeps calling Echo a pedophile, but the only thing to legitimize that Echo is a pedophile is you calling him a pedophile. There is no proof that exists publicly that makes him a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no proof publicly yet, but I personally know that he is.
It's the same situation. That's fine. You personally know that it is, but your word is not fact. It's not fact. It doesn't mean 100% whatever.
I'm not going to post something that someone doesn't want posted.
And if these people were to take your word as fact, then they would be dishonest, because why would you take somebody's word as fact without proof? Like, this is my whole thing when it comes to Ghosty. Why am I going to take your word as fact without proof, especially knowing how many times they like to jokingly call people a pedophile? I was jokingly calling Redhood a pedophile last night. Is he a pedophile? Yeah. No, he's not. He's not. So, there you go. But I never saw this fucking stupid doc on the radio stream.
Yeah, Spawn Dial, Alex Gekmo, they're all fucking retarded.
Wait, Spawn Dial actively sweeps for a fucking pedophile. He actively sweeps for doc on the radio. So, I don't think
you argue Spawn Dial on Wall Smashers?
What?
Would you argue?
I would not. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because I've seen how he engages with people. I wouldn't.
Yeah, he does that debate.
It would be a waste of time.
He does that. Yeah, it's just.
He wouldn't even do that. He wouldn't even do that. He wouldn't even do. No, he wouldn't even do that. He would come on there and say slurs and be a fucking faggot. He wouldn't. No. I've seen how he engages with other people. So no.
Yeah, he had to save Smaggle. He had to save Smaggle Daggle when Smaggle had that debate.
He would just keep shifting the goalposts. We'd keep shifting the goalposts like he does now.
I mean, yeah, he did it with Darius. He did it with Darius on that Augie stream. because Smaggle's retarded and enters debates that he doesn't know anything about.
It's just really gay. I think it's gay.
It's
I
just
think it's
stupid
gay
that
that people believe him.
he doesn't bring up the Magnetar shit. He brings up one thing constantly, 100 times a day, that he was sexting a pedophile. It has no creativity, has no credibility to anything that the guy is saying, but he says
Me
it
asking
anyway.
Ghosty jokingly if he's a pedophile, literally laughing when I ask it. Yeah, so real. I wish my main Twitter was back up because I literally recorded that and posted it on my own account because it was a joke.
Also, I don't think Spondell will have the doesn't have the balls to do anything.
I think he has the balls to fucking be a miserable fucking loser on the internet. That's about it.
The only W I give Spondyle is his debate with Leia raping Leia was the only thing I'll give him.
I don't think I saw that. Or no, I don't think I saw
I
that.
haven't either.
It was on Now Recording because Leia was bitching about Spondyle's tweet during the Echo stuff. About a Mustang.
Maybe I
And
saw
it turns out,
Maybe I...
and turns out, he just has a Mustang. It has nothing to do with Leia. So Leia, being the schizophrenic dumb bitch that she is, thought the tweet was
Leia
about
does
her.
have a Mustang, though.
Yeah, but she thought it was about. She thought it was about her when it had nothing to do about her.
Well, who was it? Who was it about?
It was about Spondell was making fun of Echo because he took one of the screenshots of like the money that Echo was sending.
So who was the car joke in reference to?
It was in reference to the Echo shit. It wasn't.
Okay, so does Echo own a Mustang?
No, Spondell legitimately owns a Mustang.
Okay.
The joke was, Echo paid for my Mustang. That was the fucking joke. And then Leia took that offense, like, he's making fun of me.
Oh, fucking X to doubt that nigga owns a vehicle. Big
No,
fucking X to doubt.
No.
Big X to doubt. Big X to doubt.
And then
if he has it, mommy and daddy paid for it. That's all I'm saying.
The same episode, he then says, Leia, like, so you bought a Mustang to own a bitch on Twitter? It's like, yeah. And she completely falls for it and schizzos out. And then everyone in the call tells her, he's fucking being sarcastic, you retard. And then Leia never joined another call ever again on stream.
She's a pussy. She ran from Beckett, bro. She ran from Beckett because of the bullshit.
Beckett's boring. Beckett's boring, so that's fair.
Well, ran away like a little bitch, but Spondyle retard too. Speaking of Red Hood, you want to talk about what happened with Red Hood? I stole Wall Smashers content because I was supposed to be on Wall Smashers and it happened.
Honestly, though,
we'll still talk about it.
I respect him for taking our advice. He hasn't tweeted since.
Because he blew his brains out.
No, unfortunately he didn't because Bad Dog talked to him earlier today.
He's waited the 3 days.
Like I said in the thing, if he waits the 6 days until my account isn't suspended anymore and he types out a suicide note and tags me, I'll retweet it. Only if he gives me credit, though. Only if he gives me credit.
But he left a comment on my stream. Did you see that, Maggot?
Oh my god. Who's reading this? Who's fucking reading this? Okay, because I'm not fucking reading it. I'm not reading it.
I don't have it pulled up. Send me the link.
In the funnies! It's in the funnies!
Oh, why didn't you tell me? There you go.
It's Power Trip. By the way, can I just really quick before the first sentence is I fully expect Miss Power Trip to delete this. He knows I can't delete comments from your YouTube comment section, right? He knows that, right?
Yeah, you only can do it in live streams. You can't just delete comments of my on my videos.
Can we bring Nintendo Mail or try Nintendo?
I'd have to be logged in.
No, don't talk about that fucking retard.
No, actually, you know what? It's funny that he brings that up. I am curious, though. I haven't seen Nintendo Mail around in forever. Did he die or something?
Yeah, he ran away from every space.
Yeah.
He only thanks to
Bird kicked him out for no reason.
No, I didn't own him. Fucking his own sister did. By fucking yelling his name in the call. He's the one who fucking did it, dude.
Yeah,
I told him.
He hung out in Now Recording until I asked him why his girlfriend is 16. As a joke, by the way. I was being cruel.
See, bro. This is exactly why there's all this fucking shit that goes on. This is exactly why Spondyle has the leeway to sit there and go, you think you made it? Just because of that. That's exactly why. Because people be doing that shit all the time. I'm telling you right now, I called Red Hood a pedophile, and it is not serious. And it was a joke. It was not serious.
I know. Yeah, well, He took it that way, and Nintendo Mail definitely took it that way when he brought his sister on the
Dude,
call.
it was started with the fucking hypotheticals. That's where it started. I made stupid hypotheticals, and it ended up being awful. Like, they weren't serious.
Yeah, the downfall of Nintendo
They weren't
Mail.
serious at
Yeah,
all, dude.
now Mr. Nintendo Mail hangs out in K-Huck server, like exclusively.
Well, I guess that is a safe place for all the fucking retarded pussies, so that's fair.
Okay.
Anyways, Skelly, you gonna read that? You gonna read that, Skelly? Or?
All right. I'll reiterate my statement. The initial comment, aka "it's clearly a choice," one was nothing more than an offhand comment. If she wants to desperately play victim about that and lie about it being a jab just because she's a woman, then whatever. I know it wasn't meant as a jab because, shocker, I made the comment and I know what I meant. I stand by my comment about if you willingly and knowingly take money from a pedophile as a parent, then your kid should
I had
be
to stop you already.
rehomed.
That wasn't a jab. He said last night that wasn't the jab. Did he not? That wasn't.
No,
the
he
jab
said it
that
was
made?
psycho. He said the jab video, like, I guess apparently was the psycho stuff.
Something, because I've been tweeting about the Keemstar stuff.
Wasn't that was that not the jab that we were all like referring to? Yes.
Yeah, that was. Hang on, I'll post it. I'll post it.
Also, last night he said that he wasn't obsessively tweeting over Maggot, and then later said, "Well, it's okay when you do it." I got him to I called him out. Like, he fucking literally admitted that's what he did.
My problem with it, I'm sorry, Skelly. My problem with that whole thing is it's fine when you do it. It's like, nigga, you don't like Keemstar. Why do you care if I tweet about Keemstar being a scumbag? Like,
no, but hold on.
Really?
Why do you
Like,
think
what?
he doesn't like Keemstar? Why do you think Redhood doesn't like him? Because from what I remember, he always defended Keemstar in Locale Live, if anything.
I have no idea why he hates him. I have no idea.
Does he actually hate him? Have you actually ever seen a tweet like of Redhood going at them? Because I've seen more so the opposite, where he defends them. Because he's gone after Tommy C. I remember when Tommy C left, he was going balls hard at him.
He was just gargling Matt Pitt's balls last night on Twitter, so...
And on stream.
Dude, yeah,
it makes more sense to me if he's defending Keemstar and going at you for calling him out.
No, he was not. He was not defending Keemstar at all. The original tweet that I made was about Asher's, because Asher's had some fucking freak out psycho bitch fit, saying that something about Keem getting STDs, because of links or whatever. So I tweeted about it, and that's what he was upset about. He was upset because I talked about his retard queen.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's deleted now because Maggot banned him.
That's in the server, not on Twitter. In the server,
on the
not
server.
on Twitter.
The first thing that really caught my eyes when he said, like, you can't believe everything everyone says. It could be AI. It's like Redhood. The fucking shit was Keemstar confirmed it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Also, Redhood. That's a lot of hostility in that comment for it to not originally have been a jab. That's a lot of fucking hostility in there, dude. Also, I want to hear him say like big words out loud that he uses in those comments.
Look, I know he's fucking autistic, right? So I could give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he didn't mean that comment to be a jab, but it's a jab. To anybody who has half a fucking brain cell, that's a jab.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
I'm
it's
not.
a jab.
I'm not gonna give him that excuse, because if he's gonna be autistic, then you tell him, "Hey, that's a jab." He can't deny it. Then, if he's gonna deny it, then that's his own fault.
Yeah,
Autism.
the reason why I stopped Skelly from like reading this is because that wasn't the jab that he made. It was the psycho thing, not the fucking. I stand by my comment. If you willingly and knowingly take money from a pedophile, that wasn't the jab. He even said that wasn't the jab. But in this comment, he's saying that's the jab.
But no, he went to go on to use it as a jab later, but it wasn't the initial jab. No.
Yeah, Skelly, continue.
As to why I ran, Maggot muted and kicked me several times while I was begging to explain my side of the bullshit. This is what a child does, not a grown woman.
I checked the logs. At least while I was there, it was only once.
I will not talk to
actually, that's true. I only kicked him once. That's true.
I will not talk to a pensulo. What the fuck is that?
Oh,
child
okay,
after it happened.
The word is petulant. Skelly.
Excellent. Never heard of a word like that. After it happened the last time, I
We
read
know.
the room and I knew it wasn't going to be an honest conversation, nor would the parties involved want it to be one. So I dipped, plain and simple. Final statement.
Here's the
I
best
have
part.
no issues in talking to the perpetual children involved who cannot allow people to get a word in edgewise. Maggot and why Reese? Reese didn't even do anything.
We have to talk about that, but continue.
I actually made fun of him for a little bit. Why wasn't I involved? I actually feel kind of cheated out of
Okay,
this.
I'll talk about it now. I'll talk about it now.
Have you been cheating on?
He was mad at Nyx last night, and for some reason, he's changed it to Reese.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was the one who was like also agreeing with
to be fair,
Maggot.
Reese like came at him because he was saying a lot of bullshit. This is before anyone called in. It was me, Reese, and Redhood, and he was just saying bullshit. And like every single time Reese tried to correct him, he got angrier and angrier. But later on, Reese wasn't in the call because I kicked everyone from the call. I shouldn't have done that. That would be more content. My bad.
You're retarded for kicking.
Yeah, I content cucked a little bit. He just blamed Nyx at the end. So Maggot and Reese.
Well, I don't get, because at least Reese wasn't also being like, go buy a gun, here's how you shoot yourself. So I don't get how I didn't end up in like that, like the last part of his manifesto there. Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make it into the suicide note.
True. Continue.
So I will not talk to either of them. I will not go on Wallbangers or Wall Smashers. I will not go on Flatly. Why Flatly? What the fuck did he do?
Oh God, we can only hope. We can only hope he won't show up on these streams. He definitely will. But we can only hope he won't show up on these streams.
Oh, I like this part. I once heavily defended Maggot against the likes of Now Recording After Hours when they came back. Tommy C, Nicholas the Oriole, Leia Something, and others. After her very childish display and her showing that if you say something she doesn't like, such as the comment that started it all, aka it's certainly a choice, screw her. I take back any defense I ran for. I don't take back any defense for D-Max. Hey! But he was wronged on so many levels, and I take back my defense for Riveter. Why him? I cannot in good conscience run defense for someone who consistently proves himself to be a hypocrite. With that being said, screw Maggot, and she has effectively proven all her haters right about her. There you go, that's the end.
Alright, so first off, I just want to say, buddy, you don't know me that well, first of all. Secondly, I never asked you to defend me for a fucking thing. As a matter of fact, when my drama started, I went out of my way to tell people that I was friends with to not say anything. Okay, so they didn't get dragged into it. So I don't know why you're weaponizing it against me now, but it's like if you were defending people just to bring it up later as like well, I did this for you, so how could you then your defense was disingenuous to begin with, and I don't want it. Like I don't care. I don't need you to defend me to any of these people. And also, your defense doesn't mean anything because none of these people take you seriously anyways, and they all hate you. So like it means nothing. This literally means nothing. You're stupid. Don't defend people if you're going to later go on to retract it and go, well, I'm going to take it. No, dude. Again, I didn't ask you for any of that. You and I never had a real conversation up until, like, what was it? That one Wall Smashers that we did burn with Redhood.
Yeah.
That was like the first real conversation. That was the first real conversation I ever had with this dude. So, like, don't sit here and act like I owe you anything because you defended me to a bunch of people that I hate. Like, no. No.
I think you unsubscribed from my channel, which is the worst crime of all.
Base, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You deserve it because you started it. You started it. So
I didn't start anything.
You started it. You started
No, I didn't start it. Yeah, I promise. But yeah, Red Hood. I don't like. He called in. Like I even asked you in DMs. It might like if you're clocking anything, tell me so I can clock it.
Yeah.
But
well, it's okay. He called in like an hour before I actually even showed up, and I heard everything he had to say. The reason I didn't want to hear anything he had to say was because he wasn't going to say anything that was going to change my mind. I already heard what he had to say. And it was just him pointing his finger at my face and going, "This is your fault. You did this. This is your fault." And I'm saying, buddy, you started it, and so I gave it back to you. Like, fuck off. That's it.
Yeah,
Plain and
so
simple.
he did do a lot of gaslighting tactics last night. I'll say
I'm
that.
serious. Without leaking DMs or whatever, but we were talking about this in the AWT thing earlier too, and I was telling Joe, like, I was really mad. Like, I was actually mad. during this interaction, obviously, because I really did feel like super gaslit that he was sitting there being like, well, he was acting like he didn't start the whole thing. And look, like I said, Redhood is an autist, but I really don't think he's dumb enough that he doesn't know what he said was a jab.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I really, really do not believe you are dumb enough to not know what you said is a jab. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because the context is, I'm being offensive and rude towards Ashers. You are taking what I'm saying to her and flipping it onto me. Clearly, that is being rude. That is a jab. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not a jab? I don't know. Whatever.
That he brought your kids into it, like every commentary person does. every low IQ commentary sped, like Alex Gekmo and all them. Always
My
bring
kids
up
should
your
be taken
kids.
away. My kids should be taken away because I take money from a dude who leaked my nude photos.
And he tried to argue with me that he wasn't a part of the group that cheered you on for it. Yes, you were. We all were cheering on you. Everyone was cheering you on, taking money from Echo. I was probably the biggest one cheering the most. But like to pretend that he wasn't part of the crowd of like, yeah, take his money is fucking insane and is a lie. Because he was there with the rest of us going, yeah, take his fucking money and laughing while you were doing it. So
he also hates
crazy.
Echo as well. The amount of times they get into arguments in the now recording server. So,
but I guess when he hates Maggot, that goes out the door to Maggot's kid should be taken away because you take money from him. Whatever, buddy. You're part of the problem, quote unquote, part of the problem here, with everyone pointing the finger and going, yeah, take his fucking money. Like
that reminds me. His big thing was that I took money from Echo to support my kids. The last time that Echo sent me money, and I even posted about it, I wasted every dollar of it on Fortnite. So,
Skelly, anything on your buddy, your good friend Redhood?
no, what the fuck? I can't find his Twitter. I'm having a hard time finding his Twitter.
You're a fucking
his Twitter's
retard
still here.
pedophile. Oh my god.
What do you mean? How's that my fault? It's not my fault he has a complicated fucking Twitter ad that he changes like almost every month.
I think he blocked me. No, he still follows me. It's
okay, I'll just look through your follow listen.
Dude, you're so fucking stupid.
I'm DMing it right now in your DMs.
Wait, why don't you want me to look through your follow? Oh, I found it already. I was just talking about wrestling.
Well, he was talking about that last night, but yeah, but Wall Smashers L because I stole the content. It belongs on my channel anyway, because I'm better than Badwick.
You know we're still gonna talk about it there. I don't know why you're being gay.
I'm being gay. I'm gonna be gay about it. Did Badwick have the content? No, I did. Fuck you, Badwick. Co-Captain W.
Jesus.
Hey, Badwick wasn't awake. He could have had the content, but no, fuck off.
Actually, now that I think about it, you're talking all this shit. Maybe Badwick should fire you and rehire Skelly.
Okay, buddy. I didn't say anything
yes,
the same level as Skelly, and I can't get fired.
Honestly, I think Wall Smashers at this point should just disband and just have Wallbangers be the superior show, honestly.
I mean, to be honest, it is. I mean, we already have everyone but Reese is on the Divas, so traitor.
Snake.
But anything else?
That's true. That's that one show.
We should bring AJ on. We should bring AJ on.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy's.
Alright, what about Triton?
Okay, I can do Triton because Triton we can bully the fuck out of Triton.
All right, and Victor Burns, can we bring him? We can convince him, right?
No, because then you want to talk because then you're gonna have some gay fantasy, okay?
I just want to bully him. Can I not just bully him?
No more gay. No, because it's not a bully fest. It's you like saying like he raped me as a child.
I can tell, and it makes him uncomfortable. Makes him uncomfortable.
You have some gay.
First of all, I decide who we add and who we don't, and we're not adding anybody else for the foreseeable future. Thank you.
I'm not saying we should make him a co-host. Fuck no. I'm saying as a guest. That's what I'm referring to.
We need some guests, but not fucking Victor Burns, because you'll just do some gay fantasy.
Tried to get Victor on one time.
We need to ask him if he's been gooning in calls with Huggy for women now. That's what I want to know.
Possibly.
Is he following my footsteps? Mine, Echo, Robin?
Are you gonna ask him about clowns, Skelly? Are you gonna ask him if his fear of
I
clowns
don't know
was
who.
also
I don't
cured?
know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're like trying to imply there.
Oh,
But you're suffering from BDPP.
what's that?
Yeah, bipolar disorder. Isn't that
You
how you
said
say it?
BBDD.
Oh
What
my
the fuck does that
god.
mean?
See,
I don't know.
I don't.
BPD. There you go.
You're fucking
It's not-
retarded, bro.
You're also really retarded. Bipolar and BPD aren't the same thing.
Whatever. I'll make it the same thing. Anyways, any other topics that we got going on, or no? Is that it?
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Or is this the end?
I want to say, put like in this right now, Tony. I don't owe you $40. You gave that to me. Also, you blocked me after I asked you for one example of how I doxed you. So I
Actually,
guess I'll
fuck it.
see you in
Let's
a
talk
few
about that.
days.
Let's actually
No,
talk
Tony.
about that.
You want to talk about Tony?
No, I just wanted to give a little bit. I just wanted to put that message out there for him because he's trying to say I owe him $40, and Noel bullied him into giving me that money. He's such a faggot. He's a retard.
Yeah. And the doxing thing, I said my hot take in the
Well, no, I
said
agree
my-
with you.
I said my hot take in the Uncle Frunkle fan club that, like, I said mask off time. Who fucking cares if Tony gets doxed? He doxes himself quite literally on a daily basis, telling people his name, his job, state, and fucking city constantly, which he does. It's all his fault. People have his information because he's willingly giving it to people. So no, I don't give a fuck that this guy got doxxed. He doxes himself on a daily fucking basis. He tells people to show up to his fucking state and city. He tells people where he works. He says his full name. Like, I don't know. You're just giving people the silver platter to dox you. I don't care. You do it to yourself. Not my problem.
I'm just saying. I literally asked him how I did that, like how I doxed him, and he blocked me again. That was.
Yeah, I got blocked again. But Tony's a P word. So who wants to end off the episode? Know what, Nick? You're the
Oh
new
damn!
co-host.
He. Okay, I'll end it off with Harley responded to me. You didn't constantly interrupt like the other two. No, but I still told you how to shoot yourself.
Wait, did he say that on Twitter or DMs?
No, YouTube. Look in your comments. I asked him why didn't I make it into the manifesto, and he said you didn't constantly interrupt like the other two. But I explained to him how to properly shoot himself in the head.
Bro, it's crazy how fast. Bro, who never even get notifications for YouTube. How are these people like lightning fast fucking responding to shit? What is happening?
Sounds like Maggot is jealous.
I think you're like shadow banned because I have to do sort by comments newest, and then you'll show up. It's the same thing for wall smashers or AWT. If you comment on anything, I have to do sort by newest, or else it doesn't show up. And it's anything. You can say hello in the chat, Maggot. I still have to go. Like, I think you're shadow banned, unironically.
Damn. That's what I was gonna end off with, is because I just noticed Harley said that, which is just funny. I even said he had restraining orders against fucking Harley, act like cosplayer, so I'm actually disappointed that I wasn't. And dude, I'll send you the gun. Just let me make it into the suicide note.
Okay. Well, on that note, thank you guys for watching Wallbangers episode 6. Wallbangers After Hours episode 8. My bad. I'm retarded. You can cut that out.
Dude.
I'm gonna leave it in.
But with Skelly, Maggot, and Nyx, our newest co-host. No more co-host. This isn't AWT or Wall Smashers where we add 1 million people. But this is it. This is the cast for the foreseeable future. I hope you guys enjoy the dynamic, and I'll see you next time.
Fuck, I was gonna say it.
Peace out.